back in Mike's garage. So today we're going to start working on this motor. So first things first, now in the last video I talked about how this thing's got a lot of people tracks, in which it does. But I need to start going over my checklist on it. I got to check compression, see where that's at. I'm probably still going to end up removing the jug on this thing, but I still want to see where that's at, write it down, know where I'm at when I go back to put it back on the frame. And like I said before, this thing's got a lot of people tracks on it. We got a broken bolt here, we got to extract. And looking at this too, these are the inlet and the outlet for the oil injection. You had the oil reservoir, which fluid would flow through one tube and go into the oil pump and then come back out from this outlet to the carburetor, because these were oil injected, but I always bypass them just in case that oil pump ever was to fail. I've never had one fail on me. I've heard stories of them happening. Some guys have good luck with them, some guys don't. I just do it for cheap insurance. It doesn't take that long to bypass it, and I usually run them at 32-1. My next worry on this thing is, well, right there. See that hole right there? I'm pointing with my finger right there. That right there, whereas one of these ports, one of these little ports goes there, and that's for the crankcase. It's a breather port. I'm worried that dirt and debris possibly got into the engine, so I'm hoping I can just take this off, maybe put some seafoam through there, maybe try to drain it out and see what comes out. If it's dirty, I'm most likely just gonna split the case. But the motor's out now, where, like I said before in the last video, now is a good time to do it if you're gonna do it right. So I'm thinking that's where I'm gonna go. All we gotta do now is start wrenching. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. To do so, I take out the spark plug, and I just have, it's a handy dandy Harbor Freight compression gauge tester, so we'll use that today and see what we got for compression. All right, I got the motor on the ground. This is gonna be a little too awkward trying to pull this thing over on the bench here. I got my gauge hooked up to it, so I'm gonna give it about maybe three to five pulls on this just to see where it's at. It's easier, obviously, when it's bolted up in the frame, so you got the pull pretty good. But otherwise, I'm gonna put my foot on it here and see what we got for compression on this guy. Right now we're reading about 59 PSI here. So we are way under spec and where it needs to be to start. So I have to pull the jug off this anyways. So we're mostly going to be doing a rebuild on this too. So what I'm doing now is, when it gets to a very long-term project like this, I always like to make sure I write down what were things at before and after. So right now, we're at about 59, 58 PSI in the compression. So I'm gonna jot that down here. Well, this thing's coming apart. So what I need to do now is take off these 6 nuts to pull off the head. There's 4 nuts on the very bottom here, and 2 on the other side. Take off the jug. And I got these 4 little 10s here to pull out the intake with the reeds. Alright, that's what the top looks like there. And the piston goes up and down, and you rotate that. Let's see what the cylinder wall looks like quick. There's some, she's been sitting for a while. See all that rust buildup right there in that cylinder wall? She's been sitting for a while, a little rusty there. So now that we got the cylinder off, now we're gonna have to kind of take a closer look at it here. So here we got the piston Now we can take a closer look at this hole. It's a little hard to see, but we got, no, there we go. We got debris in there. So now the full mission is to completely split this cave. So we need to separate this half and this half and go from there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna end this session here. We're gonna do episode 3, and I'm gonna go over clutches, how they operate, how to adjust them, and we need to take off this crankcase so we can get one step closer to splitting this case. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please like, please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more. Thank you guys for watching.